Ah, we meet again. No, no, it's back of the throat, more of an awe. Ooh, as in shock and alarm. Whew. Hmm. Obligatory sound check once more. It'll work. Whoops. Um, stand by. I kinda made an oopsie doopsie. A little fucky wucky. Shit. Yeah, okay, thank you. Bump my fucking Ethernet cable on my laptop, and it decided, oh, I don't recognize no internet. Shit. God damn it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, stop telling me you got nothing there, you crazy bastard. Okay, it's back. And I shall be moving right along in a moment. There, much better. Yeah, I'll get this later. Right now, I'm on my way to go do a thing. Ha! Gotcha. Synchronized dying team, go! That was brilliant. Where did they drop their web? Fuck off. Yeet. Beat my feet. This kind of mayhem can't be beat. Hell yeah. I'm sorry, do you think you can actually, Here, have your friend. There. You don't have a leg to stand on. Meat face. Ha ha. I'm knocking these zombies all over the place. Loot, loot, get some loot. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Yeah, that permanent fixture, like that guy in the greenish brown hoodie, beanie. Yeah, that causes some errors. Alright. Open these up. Yeah. Almost. Nope. There I go. Excellent. Bull. Alright, hold up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Hey, grass is cheaper.
Depends on where you are.
I mean, if you walk out into any yard and just snatch up a handful, it's free.
True, but so is hay.
But hay's for horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make arrows whenever I want.
Oh, I had these people here. My family, of course, you know.
Mmm.
Go out and get me something healthy. Um, I now have a full crab.
You have crabs?
Yep.
Mr. Krabs?
Yeah. Got them at ransom.
Lance Krabs?
I got a full crab that I'm about to cook, dude.
Well, that just... How can I not pick this up?
And what's nice is it was on sale.
Eat shuriken, dick. Technically, it's a throwing knife, but don't tell him I said that.
I asked them if they could get me lobster, but that was going to cost even more.
This lootable has clipped through the textures, and I can't pick it up. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a problem.
Happens a lot in that game.
Yes, it does. Like, way more than any other game I've played. It's kind of concerning.
That's doubtful.
I don't know if I'm missing out on something good or not.
I've played other games that do the same, so that's very doubtful. And so have you.
Yeah, but not as much as this. Like,
No, I've played another one that does it even more.
which one was that?
Fallout 4.
I didn't have that problem with Fallout 4 as much as with this one.
I had the problem quite a bit.
Okay.
Even before I decided to use cheats. Actually,
Alright.
it was the reason I used cheats.
I remember that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Time to activate this hidey hole. Why can't one of these generators just instantly start up?
Yeah, but
Or there at least be a chance of that happening?
I got them to get me some very healthy stuff, including some venison, actual venison.
Ooh. Neato.
I told them where they could get it for cheap, and my sister, her boyfriend was like, "Dude, how the hell do you know these people?" I'm like, "I'm Joe. Nice to meet you."
Because you're not a stuck-up snob who thinks he's better than everyone else. Duh. I mean,
Well, I just told him what you would tell him. He's Joe. He
Hmm.
knows a lot of people, including your mom. Gotcha.
No, you didn't. I introduced you to her, you dumbass.
Yeah, you were like, "This is my mom, Joe." I'm like, "No, wait, that's your mom?"
Yeah, that's my mom. You met my mom. You talked with her. I don't remember what about. Ooh.
What?
So anyway, I've got my throwing knives up to max. They do a lot of damage.
No,
Not
I
even
got
flex tape can fix it.
I got almond milk.
Oh, yeah, that's let's see, there's rice milk, almond milk. What else? There was a third one I forgot about. Gotcha.
I think almond milk is good for you. I'm like
Sorry, that it
40%
depends
sure.
on like allergies and whatnot.
I don't
That's what
have
it depends on.
I don't have the milk. I don't want it, except for pollen. That has nothing to do with um.
My screen's getting covered in zombie gore. Give me 5 seconds to clean this up, guys.
Takes less than 5 seconds. But
I also need to regen some stamina. I got quite a pile over here. Anyway, I made a bunch of maxed out throwing knives, so I can give you a bunch when you get in.
nice, dude. I'm just eating at the moment,
Nice, take your time.
as I've had nothing to eat all day. But after being very healthy, I cut out sugar completely of my life. Once I go all in, I go all in.
Well, moderation, dude. Not just
Now I don't
cutting it
want it
out
anymore.
completely.
I'm not like everybody else. Moderation is nice for some, but because my body doesn't know how to actually handle it, even in moderation, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I tried moderation, didn't work out, made me very sick.
Okay. Well, that's fucked.
Yeah. So, after that fiasco of not feeling well, I was like, alright, fine by me. No sugar. I can give up things cold turkey. I'm not like everyone else.
I don't know. That guy's not shooting electricity at me. He can just honk on Bobo. And not Boba Fett.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you've gotten any further in the story.
A little bit. I'm going to do a fucking electrical facility
Hmm.
after this, what's it called I was doing. I'm just making my way there slowly. Just collecting everything anything along the way.
Good on you. I had plans on
Eventually,
playing a game or two with my brother today, and his wife was a big time bitch. It said he couldn't, and you know he has to listen because he's a little lapdog.
yeah. Okay. Seems like she needs to play some video games.
Well, she did, but um, well, I'll just put it to you this way: when she does, she likes to yell and scream and act like a fucking absolute retard.
Huh. Why?
Well, because she's bad at video games. Dude.
Well, that's why there's the fucking easy mode.
No, because, okay, so she usually only plays Fortnite, by the way.
Oh.
And she calls
Well, that
everyone,
explains it.
yeah, she calls everyone a fucking cheater, even if they're not cheating. And I've told her this. I'm like, dude, you do know that they weren't cheating. I could tell you if someone's cheating, literally. And she was
Yeah, your dev kit stuff.
yeah, it's that. But she was just like, yeah, but there's no way you could know. I'm like, I could literally make it to where we're doing nothing but killing bots in the game itself. What the hell do you mean? I will show you. And Shane, my brother, if you don't know, he was just like, Joe is literally a developer of this game. What do you mean? He knows what he's talking about. I'm
that
like,
and like a dozen other games.
yeah, and that too. But he was just like, I don't know why you're trying to fight with him. He really does know what he's talking about.
Alright, there's this area.
And she
in
just
this
goes, well, they
building.
had to be cheating. They killed me. I'm like, that doesn't mean they're cheating. That just means
That
you
just
suck.
means that they shot you enough times to kill you. That doesn't mean anything else. Like, I've played with people using X-ray and aimbot at the same time.
We both have.
Yeah, that shit, you know when it's fucking happening. Because you don't get anywhere. You get spawn camped.
Not even only that. You can clearly
Unless
see
the
them
person
spinning.
using it is just completely fucking,
Like,
you know,
I think,
skillless.
dude, I think one of the worst examples that you're not even mentioning is that time where we literally watched this fucking idiot spinning in a circle, I'm telling you. Just sitting there, spinning in a circle, shooting, killing people. Getting kills left and right. Doing nothing. In Call of Duty.
That was a while ago.
Black Ops 2.
Alright, I've dicked around enough with that building. I'll come back to it later if I even remember.
And I explained to her, I'm like, dude, the fact that you don't think I have any credibility is ridiculous to me.
Yay, start screaming. Yeah, go ahead. I'll just hack and slash you apart while you're screaming. Thank you. That made it
And the
so
dumbest
much
shit,
easier to deal with you.
the dumbest shit that I heard, and my brother, because he laughed about this, was the fact that she goes, get this, your brother's older than you, though. He should know more.
That doesn't mean shit.
And my brother just goes, really? I don't know about that. He's got a degree in this. I don't think I should know more than this.
Exactly. When you went to college and studied for this shit, it means you're automatically going to know more, no matter how much older someone is than you.
And she just goes, well, I thought you knew a lot about games. And my brother just said, I'm more than him. He knows way more than I do, in fact. He makes them. For a living.
Remember that substation you and I worked on with the A and the B and the 1 and the C?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm at that one.
Oh boy. I mean, you're getting close.
Well, side quest ways, anyway.
Also, that day, the other day when we did all that shit and we were killing the boss, I got my answer to the question. No, they didn't fix anything, first off, and also
Made it worse.
not just made it worse, but they literally made it to where it just crashes your game now.
Wow. Just the devs are so far up their own ass.
Which, weirdly enough, isn't really what much worse than having to do what I already did.
You know, it just does it for you automatically.
Yeah.
But still, they shouldn't have done that.
No. For a 28 gigabyte update to tell me the fucking game coming out, like
Put
I
a
give a fuck.
video of themselves talking about shit in the game that, no, dude, don't fucking do that. That is the fucking, what's the fucking psychological term for what the fuck it is? Narcissistic.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fucking narcissism. Textbook fucking narcissism.
I was just gonna say bullshit like I did.
Yeah. It is. It totally is.
Like, I could have told you narcissism. I wanted you to figure it out on your own. But I just want to say bullshit.
No, I just needed to remember, not figure something out. When you know a bunch of shit like me and Joe do,
Hard to keep track.
yeah, it gets real fucking difficult to keep track. I mean, try going on about memorizing the entire Merriam-Webster's International Dictionary, and then quantum mechanics, and on top of that, like 8 different fucking video games, like memorizing every fucking thing in them. Yeah, yeah. Shit, just it overloads you.
You're telling me.
Oh, I'm telling viewers when they see this. Alright, there's 2.
Oh,
That open.
what's bad about my situation is it's not just 8 video games.
It's just more like 800.
I could tell you how to beat every game.
What I'm getting at, essentially, is memory is finite.
Let's go just
And this is one of the reasons I say all video games should have the same basic layout and everything as far as certain internal mechanics are concerned. Because going from one control setup to another is just bullshit. First person shooter need left stick move, right stick turn camera head.
I never have an issue with the controller thing changing.
No, but
A lot of other people might, including yourself.
yeah, I can point out a few things.
Only reason it doesn't
Okay.
bother me is because I don't care. I find ways to beat the game. Dude, I wish you were there for this, actually.
Let's see.
So,
Where's
me and my
C?
brother were playing Fortnite, right? And I want you to hear this, because this was the funniest shit that could have ever happened. So, we were playing Fortnite, right? And my sister just got a PlayStation 4 from her boyfriend for her birthday.
Huh.
So, she got Fortnite. I not only taught her how to fucking play the game, but got us all a win while doing it. And she's playing PlayStation, a whole different controller. I'm over here playing Xbox,
Yeah,
and I'm explaining how to do it with the PlayStation controller while on Xbox controls. Imagine that.
you hear that, everybody? It's whack. It's totally cray-cray. But he did it. Memorized 2 different controllers layouts. Was able to do all of that. Damn.
Dude, even my brother was like, I don't know how the fuck you're doing this one, Joe. This is beyond me.
I fucking know how. It's just totally fucking whack.
What you just said is how. I just remembered the controls. That's it. I used to have a PlayStation, dude. As well as that, the controls are actually the same if you think about it. They're not
Yeah,
much
it's
different.
just the A button is called the X button.
Yeah.
And the Xbox's X button is
It's
what,
A.
the square?
Yeah. Look at you remembering.
Yeah, it don't take that much. What does take a lot is going from getting used to pressing one direction to go a certain way, and then, you know, having Nintendo say, oh yeah, we're gonna change that so it's completely the opposite direction.
I could teach you controls on the Nintendo.
I've got a Switch, and I've played fucking 64, GameCube, the original NES 32-bit console. It up has always been up until the Switch, and
Now it's down.
now, yeah,
I know.
they're switching the goddamn buttons around. Well, everybody's like, why the fuck are you doing this? You innovating quirky fucking console designs, not switching everything and making it southpaw.
So here's the thing. With the PSP Vita, they almost did the exact same thing. But it was, so on the back of the PSP Vita, if you don't know, there's this like touch pad of sorts. And if you touched it by accident, by accident, by the way, it would do that. It would literally switch the fucking controls on.
They included a touch-sensitive button that inverted your controls.
Yep. It also depended
Head,
on what
meat, ass.
It also depended on what game you played, because sometimes that fucking touch-sensitive control, which for whatever reason on like a, say it was like Pet Simulator, I don't know if that was the game, but let's just say it was, and you pet like the animal, you actually had to use the touch thing on the back to pet the animal, which was a little strange. The only thing...
Strange. It's fucking whack.
The only thing that I actually enjoyed back in the day on PlayStation was on PlayStation 3, and it's called PlayStation Home.
You mean the home screen?
No. There was actually something called PlayStation Home. It was kind of like an avatar, like on Xbox there's an avatar situation. But this, you could actually make your character look just like you, quite literally. And you could play their games, their little games on their stuff. It was really cool. And they're actually bringing it back because people loved it.
Well, damn.
It was a hell of a community back in the day, the PlayStation Home community. It was actually very inviting. People really took it really nice. It was actually really good, believe it or not. People would actually invite you over to their little houses and show you their trophies that they got in the games, show you how they got the trophies. And yeah, you could actually do that. You could show how you got the trophies. It was really cool.
Nice. That sounds very nice.
Yeah, I remember because I would show people how I got trophies. I had near about every trophy for half the games I had. And most of the games were the Uncharted games. I know who would have fucking guessed a game about parkour and killing people.
Murdercore.
I don't know if you
or
ever played
kill.
Uncharted. It's actually pretty cool.
No, hadn't played it.
Well, I'd say I recommend it, but I don't think you have a PlayStation.
PlayStation 2.
Well, actually, it is on. I think there is a PlayStation 2 version. I'm not too sure.
Alright, get that out of the way.
I didn't know you had a PlayStation 2.
Um,
But Uncharted, very good game actually. They made a whole fucking movie about it. That's how good it was. So I mean, it was quite literally right beside of Hitman. That's how good it was as well. In the rankings of movies. That should tell you a lot. If anything stands
okay.
to Hitman, in my opinion, it's pretty fucking good.
See, done that. Where did I leave 2? Was it up above me? No, it was right there. No, that's 1C.
Wow. Oh, wow.
What are you doing?
I can only count to 4. Becoming man, a giraffe. I'm a giraffe.
Alright, there's 2. Now.
I almost forgot to tell you. Not only did I get
And there's where 2 goes.
um venison, I was able to get no sugar beef jerky.
Beef jerky with no sugar.
That's right. It's called natural beef jerky.
Right, it's time for me to start the electricity.
The electric boogaloo?
Yeah. You know, the one with the water going sparky zappy?
I know the electric boogaloo. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I was gonna like almond milk. Pretty alright. After one of the fiascos I had with a different type of milk, I wasn't that I was allergic to it or anything. It just did not make my stomach feel great. I think it was goat milk at the time. I thought it was good. It tastes pretty damn great, but then made my stomach not feel too great. So I was like, I don't know if I want to try any more different types of milks.
Not yet, anyway.
Now I'm drinking almond.
Almond milk and rice milk aren't good for cereal.
I don't eat cereal, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's like pouring white water onto it.
Again, I don't eat cereal, so that's alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not,
Electrical station, got it.
you wouldn't know this. I'm actually not a big fan of cereal.
Some people are calling themselves crystal brokers these days. Ready
Never have been.
business? Buy, sell, and trade crystals.
My, well done.
It shocks people to find out that I'm not a big time
You sure
sweet.
know how to
That's
pick
why I
'em.
was confused of how the fuck I had sugar diabetes, but here we are. But I don't really care for sweets. Really don't. Shocking, I know,
Always
but I
need
really
some of
don't.
these.
literally some of the sweets that I like. Get this, and this actually shocks people. And I don't even think they're classified as a sweet thing. Are
Oh,
oranges,
super cool.
bananas, and grapes, which I'm almost sure are healthy for you.
Come back for more.
Who am I to fucking know?
You're doing fine.
To an
I got-
extent.
Apparently, I got sugar diabetes somehow, and that's literally all I ate. It was kind of sweet to a degree.
Proud to sell that to you.
I also love grapefruits, which are absolutely not sweet.
Yeah, they have a twangy bitterness.
I always thought it was kind of strange. I was sitting here the other day thinking while I was by myself for the whole day. I'm like, how did this happen? Because I don't usually eat sweets. I don't eat candy, by the way, if you didn't know. I do not. I don't really care for candy.
That's a kick in the
Hey,
pants.
I know that's a shocker. I actually don't. I do like chocolate, but that's a whole different thing. That's not. I don't really
Wait, what?
like. I like dark chocolate more than anything. I don't even classify that as candy.
Why did my lockpick blueprint become common? What the fuck?
Oh. Also,
Doesn't make any sense.
I like peppermint, but I didn't think that that was
Rock on, man.
classified as a candy, but apparently.
I haven't been able to slow down since the accident.
Hmm.
I'm still feeling sick.
And I even mean the plant too, by the way, apparently, according to the shop, which I wasn't even aware of. I'm not just saying it. While they were at the shop, they showed me. The peppermint, like literal mint itself, was in the candy. Didn't know that was a candy. Did you?
It's not.
Really? It was in the candy aisle.
That's... Fucking idiots.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, whenever I say, my sister was like, Joe, you know it's a candy. I'm like, what? No, it's not. And then she goes, it's in the
Nah.
candy aisle, Joe. And then she showed me. I'm like, all right, well, you got me there. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Hold up. Okay, from crafting, my lockpicking recipe is now an uncommon accessory. What? Doesn't
Magic.
make any fucking sense.
Really retarded magic. You did it. But I opted out on not getting any mint. Even though I was very confused with how the fuck it's candy.
Okay, got that now. Now time to do a storyline thing. I dicked around, opened up a place. Now it's time to do more story.
I want everyone, whoever's listening, to know, yeah, of all the things I know in life, I didn't know that mint was a candy.
It's not.
That's you. The store says otherwise.
What the fuck do they know about plants? Their fucking store. Their main gig is fucking sales and marketing. So, no, I'm not trusting them to say something's a candy when it's actually a plant.
Yeah, I know. But it wasn't in the candy aisle. In a bag, for
I don't
that
give a
matter.
fuck
I just
what
want you to
aisle
know.
it's on.
Dude, it was not only in the candy aisle, it was in the candy aisle. Get this. In a bag that's for candy.
Doesn't make it anything other than a plant. Which is what
I
it
know,
is.
dude. But I'm just telling you, this was the case. And trust me, whenever I seen it, I was just like, what? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Looking for a husband.
My sister just said, well, do you want me to get it or not? I'm like, I guess not. Apparently it's candy. I don't know. I didn't know it was candy. But I guess that's where we're going now. Candy.
You're Aiden?
Also, you want to know something I thought was kind of funny? I always wanted to know because how do you milk an almond, right? And I look into it. There's no
Same
milking.
way you oil an olive.
I heard Jack and Juan are trying to sell you a hot load of horse shit.
Cold or hot
Meet me
press.
outside the canteen.
Well, I was going to say the answer is you don't.
Well, I could just say they have really, really tiny udders, and it's on the tree, not the nut.
Dude, I saw how they do it. That's not really milking. That's just taking the nut, smashing it all the way down, and then essentially chewing it.
Yeah, puree.
That's all it is. That's not really... It's not milking it. If that's milking, I milk everything that goes into my mouth.
Okay, time
Bro.
to talk to Frank.
Well,
Be there
that
as soon
sounds
as I
really
can.
weird if
Something
it was out
came
of
up.
context.
Hurry, Aiden. We're all waiting for you.
Yeah. It's always out of context with you and me. There is no context. We're uncontextable. Oh, look, a collectible.
That was my nickname in high school. Untoxic. I can't even say it anymore. I'm done.
Untoxiperic?
Yeah, dude.
That's even a word.
I can make it one, damn it. It doesn't take that much. It literally is like $40. Actually, it might be less nowadays to make
Frank.
a word.
No, it's perfectly free.
You can do it for free now?
Yeah, you get enough people saying a word that you made up, and it just gets put into the dictionary. Fucking bugs.
It used to be like $40. Nah,
Nah, dude. You just manipulate society into using a fucking word that you want them to use, and bada bing, bada boom. You
Dude,
got
I
a
feel
free
like
word
I've
in the
been-
dictionary.
I've been duped. I've been scandaled.
Yeah. Paying politicians and bureaucrats money for a fucking scam.
I had to go to court and everything to make a word. And it was $40. You're telling me it's free?
Yeah, it always has been.
What next are you going to tell me? I could live in a house for free, not even pay one bill?
I do. Called having a family.
Yeah, to have jobs or get a check, one of the two.
Actually, no. Stepdad got fired, or rather forced retirement, because they don't want to pay him his fucking retirement package in full. Fucking assholes.
Okay, well, it's near about the same, dude. The thing is that that's not the case with me, dude. I don't get to ever live for free. I never have. Not ever in my life have I ever gotten to live for free. Never, dude.
Alright, I'm at the base of the tower where you and I got the I want to say hook shot, but it's not. It's the fucking, the rope thingy we got. Forgot the actual word this
Grappling
game
hook?
uses. Yeah, that thing. Look, everybody. In Zelda, it was the hook shot, then it was the long shot, then it was the claw shot. And in every other game, they got some bullshit fucking name for it. Rappel rope, grappling hook. What fucking next?
Dingleberry
Ascension tool?
shot. Fuck stick. All of that, yeah.
If
Yeah, no, I
electricity
get
really
it.
bright,
Too many goddamn words. They all need to be monetized. Mono meaning one, and tized made as. We need to have one terminology for things in games, and not all this bullshit legal copyright shit that inhibits people. Bullshit.
Yeah. Real thing is that nothing really makes any sense when you think about it.
Yeah, I've thought about words. I'm like, huh, they're all made up. So
I'm watching someone play
why is
Indiana
the color
Jones.
red called red? I mean, you could have just as easily called it blood, because people's blood was red.
Yeah, I'm watching someone literally get every single achievement in the Indiana Jones game.
I knew it. The mannequins are behind the wall.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, you're
That
watching a
wasn't
dude
even
play
close.
Indiana Jones and get all the stuff in it.
That wasn't even close. Well, I mean, that was actually exactly what I said. Never mind.
I can talk and make commentary and reference PewDiePie and Markiplier while listening to you at the same time. I just rarely ever do it.
Yeah. I do it all the time. Imagine that. Except I don't make videos very often. There's a difference.
Yeah, the difference is you make videos rarely, whereas... Alright, time for me to run.
I don't have very many views, if any. And, to be honest, I just don't have time for it half the time. I know, imagine.
Get in there!
And I can't upload my videos
Hey,
to
get off
freaking
me!
anything, including
Bitch, jump through
YouTube,
the fucking wall!
which makes me pissed off. Yeah, this was
Hey, come
gonna,
on!
this was gonna get me. I was gonna get this game, is what I was gonna say, the Indiana Jones one, and opted out on it. But I could have gotten it for literally $5 for the whole game and all of its jazz.
Awesome. $5 for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I get a lot of games for cheap. I know, it's amazing. It's almost like I
Bro,
am a
I'm in the
developer
lobby.
or
It's almost
something.
like he's a
Roger that.
dev.
Wait for me to backwards cut
Ooh.
me off.
And I have a dev
Like
kit on
20
my
of them. I need to
Xbox.
get back to the main
Oh,
hall. Make your way through the maintenance room to the basement.
whatever
The
could
power
that mean?
distribution
No
room is
one will
down there.
know.
Everyone knows what it means if they think about it for more than half a second.
I hate the idiots who think, oh, that means you're rich, right? Yeah, dude, that's what it means.
No, no, no. No. Money had not a damn thing to do with it.
Yeah, literally, money didn't have anything to do with it, actually.
Okay, all this stuff, it's mine now.
If only you could buy your way into shit like that. Oh, wait, now you can.
Yeah, you're paying them to do the playtesting of games. That doesn't make any damn sense. If anybody's paying anybody, you're paying me for playtesting your shitty game. You fucking retard.
Nowadays, people can just pay, by the way, to become an alpha, tester and actually a developer. I'm not even joking, by the way.
Paying to be a dev, yeah, sure, whatever. That's mildly intolerable. But paying to alpha and beta test someone's game is bullshit. They should be paying you, not the other way around.
No, I'm
That's
saying
retarded.
no. I'm saying like that's what people do now. I don't have to pay to test a game. I still get to do it for free.
I know. I'm just saying for everybody who don't know.
Well, if
If
they're
you're
doing
paying
it,
to
they're
playtest
stupid.
someone's game, you're a fucking idiot. You're
Yeah,
retarded.
you are. You're dumb
Kill
as
yourself.
shit.
Rid us all of your stupidity.
Like I don't
Speaking of
think
stupidity,
you
this is where I was
should
supposed to
ever
be.
want to do that. I do not pay to test a fucking game, and I will not
Get in
pay to test a game.
Get in the fucking... Get in. God damn.
Man, this actually looks pretty good, the Indiana Jones game.
Looks are deceiving. You and I know this.
No, I mean like the story actually looks good. What do you mean? And the gameplay for that matter. Pretty alright. I'm not watching like one of their bullshit. I'm watching a guy I
Leon?
actually like to watch play the game.
Leon.
Not his name.
Yeah.
That's a nice reference there.
But it actually looks good. Surprisingly. For a new game, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's right. That's for a new game. I played a lot of them that do not look good. No.
Chris?
Chris Redfield has become a zombie. Now he's just a standard corpse.
That's horrible gunplay, however. That's something I will say.
Ro, I'm here. The power
But
won't
it's
come back
Indiana
on.
Jones. I really wouldn't
You'll
expect
have to
much
check
of
the
it.
fuses.
He has a whip. What the fuck does he need with a gun?
I don't know, it came in pretty handy with that sword fight.
You don't bring a gun to a sword fight.
You don't bring a sword to a gunfight.
Look,
It's the other
man.
way around.
No.
It is the other way around.
I brought you can bring a sword to a gunfight. It's not that damn difficult, and you may win.
That depends upon the skill of you, the swordsman, and your opponent, the gunsman.
Remember to wash your hands.
You've got Jedi skills. You could definitely win. Actually, you don't really necessarily need Jedi skills, but it'd be nice. The thing is if you know how to block bullets.
You don't block bullets. You avoid them.
Yeah, you can block bullets with a sword. In fact, you can cut them in half.
Yeah, but
Look, man, I watched Mythbusters. They did it.
yeah, I know, but most people don't have that level of skill, and they will never have that level of skill.
To a temperature above 100.
You know who would have that type of skill? Indiana Jones.
Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee.
Bigfoot.
I don't know. There's a couple of oh, fucking get off me, zombozos!
Me? I have that skill. I'm pretty good with swords. Actually, I'm very good with swords. If you've seen it, you'd be like, wow, he really is good with swords. According to my family and the people who know me, it's kind of scary how good I am with swords.
I love how he's jumping into that chair.
But I've also been playing with swords ever since I was a kid.
Take note, everyone. This pathfinding glitch is fucking amazingly funny.
Oh man, I wish you would have showed them what happened with the silly zombie that just stood there and waited for us.
Oh, dude, yeah, I think I've got that. Either that one or a different one recorded like a couple of seconds worth. Like how Xbox does on its own.
I know. That was one of my favorite things that's actually happened in the game. I've just never seen
Hey,
it like
come on.
that. The zombie actually was just sitting there waiting. He was
It
being
was
such
very
a proper
nice.
gentleman. I wasn't...
Yeah. It was amusing. It was awesome.
There was
It
no
was
way in hell I
nice.
was thinking that a zombie was going to be proper about things. That is not what I thought they were going to do in their coding of the game. I didn't think they were
Maybe
going to be
he
like,
was
"You
a
know what?
gentleman, you know, top hat and monocle sort before he became a zombie. You never know.
And he left the top hat and monocle behind? Well, that's upsetting.
It is upsetting.
Because that would have been way more funny to see, actually. A volatile with a fucking top hat and monocle?
I know, right?
I don't know why, but that's actually something I do want to see.
Yeah, I've killed all of the infected here, but the waypoint's not updating, the mission objective's not updating.
By the way, I was showing my nephew a while back my sword skills because he was like, do you even know how to wield those swords? And I'm like, do I? You're asking the wrong guy if he knows how to wield a sword. I showed him my sword. I showed him my sword skills, and I'll have you know, my swords are extremely sharp. I keep them sharp. And I gotten so close to almost hitting him with one. He literally shit his pants. He was like, "What the fuck, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't have hit you. Don't worry." He's like, "Do you know how close that was?" I'm like, "Yeah, I could have made it even closer, believe it or not, and it still wouldn't have hurt you." He's like, "I didn't think you were that good with a sword." I'm like, "I'm even better with a gun."
All right, let's not split hairs.
I am very good though. I can show you.
Game, what the fuck? I've completed the. There's no more zombos in here. Damn it! Update your objective marker. What the fuck? This is the first time in single player that this bullshit has happened.
I can shoot an apple off the top of your head. And trust me, it'd be fine.
Shooting it. I would eat it.
I could also throw a sword and hit it off of the top of your head. You get to beat somebody with a fucking fly swatter in this game. This is the I want this game now. I should have gotten it when it was on sale. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. You can beat enemies with a fly swatter, dude. You know how awesome that is?
Every 60-year-old housewife is clapping for you.
Is there 60-year-old housewives that watch your videos?
No.
Damn it!
I don't know.
I was about to say, are they single? By chance?
You would ask that question.
That's a fair question. Dude, my air conditioner needs to figure shit out.
Chris?
Yeah, I think I made the wrong choice. I think I should have actually bought this whenever I had the chance for $5. I would have loved to have beat a few enemies with a fly swatter. And a jar of peanut butter? Dude, this is the best shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's just a fly swatter and a jar of peanut butter. It's
You
not
tell
like
me
it's
next that I could have
revolutionizing combat.
You tell me next that I could kill somebody with Indiana Jones hat, and now we're talking.
He doesn't have a razor hat. It's not gonna happen.
Dude, doesn't mean you can't kill somebody with the hat. You can sure enough kill somebody with a hat, even if it doesn't have razor.
It's medium soft leather, dude.
I can kill somebody with a hat. Don't you test me.
Okay, Indiana Jones specializes in whips, archaeology, and gunplay. And crass quips.
He's also a good fighter. You forgot to say it. He literally took combat.
And spy craft. Yeah,
he was a very
used to be a
smart
spy.
man. I don't know why you didn't think about this. So yeah, he could have done anything, dude. And yes, you could use a hat, no matter what kind of hat, by the way, and use it as a weapon.
For your safety and that of those around you.
You see, there's
please maintain a distance
on
of 2
Indiana
meters
Jones'
from all
hat,
others
there's
in the
this little
building.
rope that goes
Cover your
around
mouth
it.
and
Well, not
nose.
rope, but it's like
Remember to wash your
a
hands
felt
often.
thing. You could take
virus
that
can be spread
and use it
through
to
air,
strangle the
via
fuck out of an
surfaces.
enemy. Tell me I'm wrong. Go on, I'll wait.
You're wrong, because it would break.
I wouldn't. It's strong enough.
For a minimum of 2 minutes.
I know because I have literally the same hat
Those around you.
on my
Please
fucking
maintain
wall
a distance
over
of
there.
2 meters from all others in the building.
I've tried to break that, not on purpose, but because I was fixing shit. What?
Through the air,
I easily broken.
through direct contact. You consume food after heating it to a temperature above
So it would actually
100
take.
degrees Celsius
It
for
could
a
actually
minimum
kill
of 2
someone.
minutes.
Could the hat itself kill somebody? Yeah, I mean, you could. You could smother them. I don't know if that counts, but you could smother somebody with it. Does it count?
I don't know.
I feel like it counts. I feel like Agent 47 would say it would count. He's killed people with other stupider things, dude. He's killed people with a fucking duck floaty. What do you mean? I feel like if he could do that...
Listen, he was basically lab grown to be the perfect assassin.
Yeah.
He could kill you with probably a puff of air at this point.
He literally has killed people with a puff of air. What do you mean? You not played any of the games that he's been in? I was gonna say
Yeah, you were
Assassin's
about to
Creed
say
games.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I played a bunch of Assassin's Creed.
Have you ever played any Hitman games by chance? Hopefully. I mean, I'd take your ass. And if you have, you should know. You could even use a briefcase that defies the laws of physics, which I still love. I think that's the funniest shit ever.
Kill the remaining infected and then contact a guy. Okay, there's no more infected in here.
By the way, you want to know something funny about that briefcase I'm talking about? They not only did it in one of the newer games.
Hold up. God damn motherfucking.
You good?
I am, but this game isn't.
All I was gonna say is, by the way, one of my favorite things about that suitcase situation I'm talking about is that not only in one of the newest games that they released, Hitman World of Assassination thingy, did they actually add it in the game as a thing you could just do naturally, by the way, because it was just a glitch before. Yeah, that's right. It was just a fucking glitch. Well, now it's not only a thing, but you get an achievement that's literally a meme achievement. Which is some really funny shit. I think more games should be doing that.
Joke achievements. Nice.
Because if you didn't know, yeah, that throwing the suitcase and it just going stupidly slow to kill the enemy, that actually was a glitch at one point. It wasn't actually in the game. That was just a glitch. That was never intended to be a thing. And it's great that they decided to embrace the fucking meme and go, you know what? People like this. We should just put it in the game. And you know, I love that. That makes me a very happy man. Like I said, more games need to do this.
Embrace the fun.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Embrace the fun, yeah. Because that's all games were supposed to be about. It's fun. That's it. Games weren't supposed to be about bullshit. They were supposed to be about fun. They weren't supposed to be about, hey, look, let's put bullshit like, I don't know, a video telling you about a game for no reason.
Yeah. This is absurd. This quest is fucking broke.
There are multiple quests in that game that are broke, dude.
Almost every single fucking cutscene involving the end or beginning of a storyline quest is broke in this game. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it is. That's
The only part of this game we enjoy is the fucking parkour.
and sometimes what the zombies do. Don't forget.
Yeah, a couple of those, but
That's a very rare
God
occasion.
damn.
But like when the zombies decide to become a gentleman for no reason.
yeah, I'm fucking.
I had to take a little bit of a breather. That's why I've been taking a breather from it.
Yeah. Yep, yep. Here I was thinking I would get through this and single player wouldn't fuck up as much as it does in multiplayer, and it fucks up anyway. Say toodles, everyone.
Goodbye.
Well, I guess you're everyone now. Alright, thanks for watching, Joe. You guys go and become a zombie on life support on my Patreon today. It's a joke tier of support just for shits and giggles. Have fun with it. You can decrease later.
Hell yeah.